Okay. Well, the greatest player all time is up for debate, whoever you want to say, right?
I was waiting.
And
I
it,
looked.
it
I looked.
and
I looked. I was waiting. Like what he's gonna say.
no,
I
it's
was
it's
like,
it's who it's whoever you want to say. But the best players, the rarest air is what? Like what filters would you have to make it to say like this is why these guys are the top three players ever, top two players ever, the best player
Controlling the
ever.
that's
game,
it's
doing everything from
it's
passing, from rebounding, from shooting, from impacting, from
not
having
the.
that fucking, for me, having that fucking clutch gene. I'll give you the bone, but like he's gonna take us to prominence.
It's hard. It's hard to say that because we have different eras of the NBA. Magic Johnson is shooting threes, and Shaq is not shooting threes, and Shaq is not even shooting a jump shot. And but you gotta be a force, a dominant force. I
But no
mean,
one calls Shaq a goat, like the
Yes,
I
they
greatest of all
will
do.
time.
They
call.
do.
That's
They
what
do
I
call him a goat.
at center. Yes,
No,
I mean
but
Yeah, they
yeah,
I
call him a
like.
goat. Yeah.
yeah, but we're talking about just when you go to barbershop, yo, who's the goat in basketball? LeBron or
I
Jordan?
mean
That's what they're gonna say.
that's really only two.
But that's what I'm saying though. But the mindset is just go is this. They're not gonna go down different categories and be like, oh, are we talking about go as a center? Are we talking about during the '90s? Are we talking about during the early
No,
2000s? You
the
know what I
goat
mean? We don't
means
get into that
no. The
level.
goat means greatest of all time. There's a slew of players that are considered goat caliber players.
Okay, caliber, but they're not like go. It's
Yeah,
like
no,
it's
because
like
like a goat is like
you're
you picking somebody. A goat tier, a goat caliber. It's a bunch of people, and whoever can pick whomever from that list.
I
It's not
but
just one. It's not the choices are not just LeBron and Jordan.
Andre, the acronyms for GOAT is greatest of all time. They're not saying greatest of all time as a center or as top 10. It's just who is the greatest basketball player ever. That's it. Period. There's nothing else under that. So when you want to come in and tell me, oh, no, we're talking about there's a slew of players, they're GOAT like, but they're not the GOAT.
All right. So let me just spin something right now. You can pick it up or put it down, but I'm about to say something. Okay. So people in the NBA with multiple, and I think I think I spoke to John Trell about this. He might know what I'm talking about already. Multiple MVPs and multiple championships.
Uh huh.
There's only 9 players there. Okay. Then we have multiple championships, multiple MVPs, and multiple scoring titles. There are 4 players there. So if you're considering somebody a GOAT, shouldn't they be in that tier of players? Shouldn't they be in that 9 and that 4?
Hmm. That's hard. I get it, but I guess what? Because I'm here thinking like, well, only Jordan got Defensive Player of the Year. LeBron did not. If you want to compare those two, you know what I mean? It's like there's a lot more stuff that for accolades. It's like
But those are the Giovanni, those are the biggest things that you can be awarded, like rewarded.
me, I don't see scoring title as something great anymore.
Okay, that's
It's
fine.
just that's a regular season award.
Okay.
You know, like you just score. I'll just keep feeding you the rock at this point. Shit, Luca could have probably got that. If just kept feeding him the ball. Does that mean he's great? He could achieve scoring thing and still have a losing record. You know what I mean? You're not gonna give MVP to a team under 500. So that's why I just see that scoring title not there. But defensive player of the year, that's different.
No,
You
I
know?
disagree with you. Defensive player of the year is nowhere close to the level of player that is a scoring champion. If we pull up 2 lists right now, you don't
Okay.
have to, but you pull the list up if you want to. Look at the defensive players of the
No,
year,
you're
and then
right,
look at
Dre.
the
You're
scoring
you're right.
champions. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm here thinking about you can do it on the front end and the back end because now you could just be a defensive player and yeah, like Rudy Gobert.
Yes, like
Yeah,
Rudy Gobert. Yes, like Rudy
I'm
Gobert.
thinking 90s. I'm sorry. So I agree with you on that one. I
I
don't
used
know,
to
Okay.
think
John.
Paul Gasol for Kwame Brown was the worst trade.
Wait,
Wait, so what is the worst trade?
That Rudy Gobert trade.
Yeah, you
well,
think
All
so?
all them
it
draft
was
picks
good
they
for the
gave
other
up,
team,
and yeah, it was good. It was good for Utah, I think, right?
and they still made the
Wow.
playoffs.
Dang.
uh, I don't know,
No,
Dre.
yeah, you don't know about that.
It's just there's a lot for me. A lot more variables to it, but
All right. Can you
I don't
ask
like
me
to
the question
see-
again?
Well, you want me to say the whole thing again?
I said, can you ask me the question again? I was caught up in listening to him that I just want to make sure I hear the question clearly.
Okay. So here's the setup. I'm saying like to filter out who we can even say are the best basketball players, we have to have some type of criteria or filter or something. There's a lot of great basketball players. We have favorites, whatever. Now, players with multiple championships and MVPs, like more than one of each, that's 9 guys that ever played. And then we add one more filter to that, and that will be multiple MVPs, multiple championships, and multiple scoring titles. Now there's only 4 guys.
multiple chips.
Mm-hmm.
Who are those 4 guys?
I'm looking at
Okay. Are you ready? Which list do you want first?
I feel like
first one you
Michael
said.
Jordan and LeBron is on there. So
Wait, you want
the
just
four,
you want
the four.
Okay,
The four.
so we got Mike,
multiple champions, right?
we got Mike,
Mm-hmm.
we got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, we got Wilt, and we got Steph Curry.
I'm for your list because that means LeBron is not the GOAT. I co-sign it 100%.
That's really funny. That's really funny. That's funny. But yeah, that to me, that like I've been thinking about this for a while. That's because I'm like into basketball now. Like it's a part of my life now, and I'm thinking like I can't just be like Kobe's the greatest. I can't even say Kobe's top 10. I'll just say Kobe is great. He's a great he's the best basketball player I've seen play. That I think he's the best player I've seen. But when you do filters like this, Kobe's not even in the second filter that I'm saying with 9 people. You know? So I have to put a lot of talking as men and critical thinking is putting your ego to the side. You know?
Mhm.
So my biggest thing about the Ben Simmons thing was it's fine. You can disagree with me. I'm in the minority of thinking he's a great player. But when, like John Trail, you said it was like a stupid stance. I have my facts about why I have the stance. A stupid stance is one that's like, you're just out here willy-nilly just saying whatever you want. I'm just saying.
Are you saying that for you to determine who's the great, take away egos and look at stats?
Look at something. But it's got to be fair to everybody. Just look at the greatest thing they could achieve. Did you achieve it? How many times did you achieve it? Who else did that with you? And I think we're talking.
So will Bill Russell not be up there then? That's number 1.
Yeah, so Bill Russell's in the list of multiple MVPs and multiple championships.
No,
He's in the
we're
9.
just talking about stats, but doesn't he have the most chips ever?
Yes, yeah, he would be in that 9 group that I'm saying, which is multiple MVPs and championships. That's 9. He's in one of the 9 players. But then you filter out again, which means you were one of the best scorers in your time too. That list gets chopped up again, and now we have 4 guys.
Should you also add another filter? How much you scored in the playoffs? Like, what was your performance? You see what I mean?
If you want to, yeah.
But we can keep on.
The more the better.
This is subjective. It's just his opinion because this is his thing.